EA Sports coverage of the NFL playoffs brings us to chilly, but of course sold-out Arrowhead Stadium in Kansas City. Straight ahead, it's Wildcard weekend, and we've got a great one in store. As it'll be the Baltimore Ravens taking on the defending Super Bowl champions, the Kansas City Chiefs.
Tucker to kick off for Baltimore.
It's that most wonderful time of the year, the NFL playoffs, as we're underway on EA Sports. And he nearly broke that for more, but as it is, still a good return. They'll start the drive right around the 37. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. They go play fake. Mahomes. That's complete downfield to James. And he has a big gain inside the 40 before being dropped. A really nice gain of 25 yards. And on this first drive, looks like they want to get that vertical passing game going early.
And they did, and what a warning shot they just fired. If you're not going to back up and play coverage deep, we're going to attack you all game long. And once you adjust to that and you start to back off, then that opens things up underneath. A really nice start for them. Great way to get the game going.
So in Raven territory now. Here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Headed straight, it's Pacheco. And he's going to get this inside the 30. An 11-yard pickup, and it's enough for a Chiefs first down.
First and 10 at the 27-yard line.
Working from the gun, Mahomes. Oh, hit as he throws there, incomplete.
Offense was moving it a little bit, had them back on their heels, but they earned a brief pause by forcing the incompletion. That gives them a quick chance to regroup and try and mount a stand before they're backed up even further.
On play action, it's Mahomes. Short throw hauled in by Kelsey. Down inside the 10. And in for the Chiefs touchdown. Travis Kelsey, 27 yards. And the Chiefs will strike first here, this wild card matchup.
And what a weapon he is at the tight end spot, because when they throw him the football downfield, they count on him getting additional yardage almost every time. And that's exactly what he did there. Caught that, ran with it, all the way to the end zone.
Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And he'll be tackled just shy of the 25.
The Ravens take over 1st and 10 at their own 24-yard line.
Jackson and the Ravens come up now 1st and 10 at their own 24. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. Oh, he's going to air it out right away. And this is incomplete. Oh, it looked like he had a pretty good line on that one. That would have been a big play, but he could not pull it in.
Concentration, so key on a ball like that. It's hard. I know how difficult it is, but that's a ball you've got to come up with. And instead, a big play is going to slip through their fingers, literally and figuratively.
Oh, what was he thinking there? It's easily intercepted. And they are going to set up shop at the 40-yard line. So after the INT, here's Mahomes. That ball is caught. Marquez Valdez-Scantling. First catch of this wild card game for a 1,000-yard receiver in the regular season. He's got a first down, too.
and 10 at the 17-yard line.
They go play action. Now Mahomes. And he's got it. Touchdown, Chiefs. Richie James from 17 yards out. And the Chiefs are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. A good hold in these wet conditions. The point after is up and good, and it's now 14-0. Here's the Chiefs kickoff unit now as they'll send this one away. And the tackle going to be made right there at the 25-yard line. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And Charles, it's kind of gut check time. Look, I know it's early first. Look at this, middle of the field, a breakaway. And they're able to get this one across the 35. Right back to Dobbins on first. And he'll lose yardage on the play back at the 37-yard line. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11. Plays like we just saw there. That's why they're up right now. And the defense, they're doing their job.
Yeah, it starts with the guys up front. So when you talk with GMs who are putting together a team, a lot of them say we're going to build from the inside out, because if you control the line of scrimmage, you control the rest of the ball game, and that's what we're seeing here. They're actually playing in the offense's backfield, not necessarily just play.
Oh, and his early struggles continue. Here's another one intercepted. And the return stops at the 39-yard line. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Now Mahomes. A pass complete downfield. It's Valdez-Scantling. And he doesn't quite make it, taking it within an eyelash. Dropped at the 1.
39 yards. Complete to Valdez-Scantling. 1st and goal at the 1-yard line.
Oh, he didn't spike it. He faked it. And that is going to wind up incomplete. So they try to hit him with something you don't see too often, but it doesn't work out. 2 of their 3 red zone trips so far, they've come up empty on. They'll look to reverse that trend on 2nd and goal. And he's going to take it into the end zone for a Chiefs touchdown. Isaiah Pacheco punching it in from a yard away. And the Chiefs continue to show why it pays to play at home in the postseason as they add on to their lead. Extra point by Butker is on target, and that makes the score 21-0. So how about this for a start? 21-0 here in the first as they kick this one away. And he takes this near the 25. Just a little pass there. Call it the 26. The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going. And it's been a miserable start for them offensively, obviously. 2 drives, 2 interceptions.
And this is where you have to know your quarterback and know how you actually have to reach him. Do you do it with a little bit of humor? Maybe you break the ice a little bit, like, hey, didn't we practice in that color jersey all week, not the one that you're throwing it to? Or maybe you have to be stern with him. But whatever it's going to take to get the message, it has to be done. He's putting the game in jeopardy.
They try to throw on 2nd down, but this one is incomplete.
And he's missed now in his first 4 passing attempts. The rhythm is just not there to begin this ball game.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Oh, had his hands on it, couldn't bring it in. Pretty symptomatic of how this game's been going.
Well, based on what we've seen so far, I don't think you can even call this an off day anymore, partner, because this group we're watching, they are totally out of rhythm, trying to get their game plan up and running. That 0 on the scoreboard is glaring down at them with every incompletion.
It got his man complete. And he is going to have a Ravens 1st down, and that was something else. A big pickup on 4th and long to give him a new set of downs. Throwing is Jackson. Flushed out right. That is caught. Rashad Bateman. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. So from the 17 now, here's a 1st and 10. Off the play fake. Here's Jackson. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete. 2nd and 10.
Brings up 2nd and 10.
Jackson. This for Beckham, and he's got it in the end zone. Touchdown, Ravens. From 17 yards out. And the Ravens are able to cut into that deficit. Tucker able to connect on the extra point, and they'll cut the lead to 21-7.
Ravens 7. Justin Tucker to kick off for Baltimore.
Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. And they're going to start in a hole as he's brought down at the 11.
For most people, the excitement of a kickoff return is to see a long one that goes back in the opposite direction. But for the guys covering it, it's being able to stop them deep in their own territory. How about that incredible form tackle right there? Shoulder into ball carrier, and down he goes.
Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
Loss of a yard. Brings up 2nd and 11 at the 10-yard line.
Come back! Right side!
They fake the give. Now Mahomes. And this turns into disaster. He's not going to get forward progress. That'll be a safety.
The goal here is about getting any kind of positive yardage in this spot because you don't care who, you don't care how. You just want to try and buy a little space and get away from your own end zone. But in this spot, the defense was all over that play and equally motivated to stick them with a safety.
Jackson and the Ravens come up now 1st and 10 right at the 50-yard line. He'll start with a handoff to Dobbins. And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up.
Brought down at the 48-yard line. A gain of 2. Brings up
Now it's Jackson. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
All right, help me out here a little bit, partner, because what I'm seeing is a passing game that's just struggled to complete anything. No rhythm, no timing. Seems like every pass is also contested well, so give some credit to the defense.
He's got his target. That's complete. And down to the 20 he'll go before heading out of bounds. That's good for 28 yards.
I don't care how many times we say it, I still get a kick out of watching quarterbacks and receivers do the pass tree in pregame.
On 1st and 10, it's Dobbins. And he'll take this inside the 20 and down to the 18. Here's 2nd and 7.
18-yard line. A 3-yard pickup. Brings up 2nd and 7.
Now it's Jackson. And he's got it. And the Ravens are looking at 1st and goal as he's tackled all the way down at the 2-yard line.
1st and goal, Baltimore.
Dobbins will take this into the end zone. It's a Ravens touchdown. A strong, determined run there, Charles, to get in for 6 points.
This is why it's such a team game, isn't it? And I know that sounds really generic and it sounds almost trite, but the blocks were made up front, offensive line, collective victory at the line of scrimmage and downfield. And how about the finish to the run all the way into the end zone?
Justin Tucker to kick off for Baltimore.
Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. And up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25.
Take over 1st and 10 at their own 26.
The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. And thus far, the weather has not slowed this offense down one bit. They've looked good so far in the first half.
They certainly have. And think back to our meeting with the head coach. And we asked him, because we saw the forecast for this game, didn't we? We said, hey, have you prepared for this? And he talked about the different drills that they've done in adverse conditions, the wet ball drills, things of that nature. He said, I don't think it's going to slow us down much. We tend to handle it pretty well, and he's been right.
Play action. Now it's Mahomes. Open man here. It's the tight end, Kelsey.
And that was yardage that they needed there after the sack on first down. They didn't get all of it back, but now they look at third down as a manageable situation, one that they have a much better chance of picking up.
Now Patrick going to change the play. That is caught. And they bring him to the ground just shy of midfield. First catch of this wild card game for a 1,000-yard receiver in the regular season. He's got a first down, too.
Come back.
First and 10 at the 49-yard line.
Fight on these two. Let's go.
Looking to throw is Mahomes. Oh, this one incomplete. The pressure got to him as he released it. And it's second down.
I see the surprise in your face there, partner. That is a rare incompletion from him. He's been on point this entire game.
He has percentage completion-wise way up. Not that time.
0-15. Right side.
Mahomes will try again on second down. James has got it. Complete. That'll leave them with a 3rd and 2 coming up. They got 8 yards there. They'll come to the line, needing only 2 yards to gain the first here. They'll try for the first with Pacheco. And he'll go down shy of the 40 at the 41. It's a first down following a gain of 3.
Hey, 15.
First down.
Right side.
Shotgun snap to Mahomes. Open on the left side. This is Valdez-Scantling. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. 23 yards on the play. So from the 17 now, here's a 1st and 10. Operating from the red zone now, Mahomes. And that's caught. It's Kelsey. Touchdown, Kansas City. Travis Kelsey. A beast in the red zone with his 2nd touchdown of the game. And the Chiefs are able to stretch out their lead. Extra point by Butker is on target, and it gives his guys a 12-point advantage. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line.
At their own 26-yard line.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And this not an easy situation. You're down early, in the elements, you're on the road. How do you get the mojo back?
Well, one thing is to remember that as an offensive player, you have a much better idea of what you're trying to accomplish and where you're trying to go than the defender. So in this case, because you know it, you can make your cuts with a little more decisiveness, maybe a second fake, some double moves, things of that nature, to go ahead and try and put some pressure on the defense.
Good strong throw and catch right there. And so far in this game, the alleys have been open for them to get completions, and they're taking advantage of it.
Jackson on first down. He'll swing this out to Dobbins. And he's able to get this one out closer to midfield across the 45.
Now that's the type of play that gives you a chance to win. Nothing forced downfield where you don't have a guy open. Swing it out to the back, on maybe even check it down, whatever you want to call it. Gain of 5. You're just trying to get 4 on first down. They're ahead of the chains now.
Now 2nd and 5. Here's Jackson. Pass on the crossing route is complete. This is Andrews. First down now, but that clock rolling.
A gain of 14. First down, Baltimore.
To throw again is Jackson. Yet again, targeting and fighting Mark Andrews. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. So from inside the 20, here's 1st and 10 at the 18. Jackson. Over the middle, complete. That's Flowers. And the Ravens are going to have a first and goal as the tackle is made at about the 5. Jackson now. This is caught. Nice job defensively to hold him to 4, and now it's second and goal.
A 4-yard gain brings up second and goal at the Chiefs' 1-yard line.
They'll try to run with Dobbins. And just a short gain that time as they're able to get him down. With the ball mere inches from the white line on 3rd and goal. Jackson's going to try the sneak, and he'll get in. He's over for the touchdown. Lamar Jackson, as the first half is winding down. And the Ravens are able to cut into this lead in the final seconds of the first half. Tucker with the extra point, and this is back to a 5-point game.
Ravens 23. Justin Tucker to kick off for Baltimore.
So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away. And he's only going to make it to the 13-yard line and no further.
For most people, the excitement of a kickoff return is to see a long one that goes back in the opposite direction. But for the guys covering it, it's being able to stop them deep in their own territory. How about that incredible form tackle right there? Shoulder in the ball carrier, and down he goes.
Mahomes now on first down. That'll be caught. It's Tony. Now a timeout taken. Perhaps a chance for one more quick play and then another timeout if they hurry. We'll see.
Kansas City Chiefs. First down. First and 10 at the 33-yard line.
So they'll come up first and 10 now from the 33. Now Mahomes. And his throw's going to be incomplete. So we've hit intermission. It's halftime. This is the NFL, and it's a presentation of EA Sports. Welcome back. Halftime over. We are ready for quarter number 3. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. Both teams try to avoid being one and done in these playoffs as we start the second half of this AFC Wildcard game. And not much happening on the return as he'll get this to about the 23.
Take over first and 10 at their own 23-yard line.
The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going. And Charles, there had to be an interesting locker room at halftime. This is a team that's had so much success this year. Haven't really had to deal with a lot of adversity at halftime, to be honest. But now here they are with their playoff lives on the line.
And I think when you're alluding to that interesting locker room, you're just wondering, how are they handling that bit of adversity that they're seeing right now? Because I think this is a team that has to look to lean on the veterans at this point. We know we're better than this. We've proved it all season. Let them disseminate that confidence through the locker room. But this opening drive, it'll be an important one for them to give them a little jolt of confidence moving forward.
Throwing again on second down, but this time it's incomplete.
As soon as he leaked out and began his route, someone on the defensive side broke with him and arrived just in time to separate him from another reception.
After the incompletion, here now, 3rd and 2. Here's Jackson to throw. And the Chiefs are going to get him. It's a loss of 10 on the sack, and it leads to 4th. They'll indeed go for it with Jackson. And he's going to be intercepted for the 3rd time thus far. Mike Edwards picks it off. First possession of the 3rd quarter, an interception, so maybe a second-half tone setter.
Indeed, and not the tone they wanted to set. That's the equivalent of running out the wrong door and running into your pool instead of running out onto the field. A real dud for that one.
Has that happened to you before?
No, but I've heard stories about teams actually doing that back in the good old days.
Now a throw to the end zone on first down, but it winds up incomplete. Here's 2nd and 10. They'll run out of the gun with Pacheco. And effective running here. He'll take it down inside the 10. They get 6. That'll leave them with 3rd and 4. And now the Raven defense going to call a timeout. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this 3rd quarter. Well, they were handed great starting field position on this drive, but now they face a 3rd and 4. Here's Mahomes to throw to the goal line, but it's incomplete.
My first thought is surprise, because that's one of the better tight ends around, and I've seen him pull in balls like this before. But how about a little credit to the defense forcing that incompletion?
Mahomes throwing on 4th. That's to his running back, complete. Touchdown! Isaiah Pacheco. He scored on the ground and through the air. And the Chiefs' decision to go for it pays off with 6 points. Extra point by Butker is on target, and it gives his guys a 12-point advantage.
Ravens 23.
The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get this up to the 29.
Return. The Ravens take over 1st and 10 at their own 29-yard line.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. So now, Charles, this drive maybe a touch more important, trying to erase the memory of that interception they had the last time out.
Yeah, and everyone goes through this because even the best in the game, you're going to have games where it just doesn't go right for you and interceptions result. So, frankly, to me, it's all about how you respond, not just the type.
And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. And they'll start with great field position at the 41-yard line.
The Chiefs take over 1st and 10 at the 41-yard line.
15. Yellow.
So after the INT, here's Mahomes. Open man right side is Tony. And all the way in for a Kansas City touchdown. Kadarius Toney, 41 yards. And the Chiefs take the interception on defense and convert it into 6 points. Extra point by Butker is on target, and that will make this a 19-point game.
Chiefs 42, Ravens 23.
Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And he takes this near the 25. Just a little pass there. Call it the 26.
At their own 26-yard line.
The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going. I kind of feel like they've reached a do-or-die point in this game, Charles. If they're going to try to pull off an impressive comeback, it has to start right here, right now.
Yeah, now they've got a final chance to get out of this situation, but they also understand they've got to move the ball and move it fast. In addition, they need to save as much time so they can get 2 more possessions.
Another throw on 2nd down, and this one incomplete as well. Another throw there off the mark, and obviously he's battled all of the interceptions. Things just haven't been true to form for him. I don't know. What do you think's going on out there, CD?
That's a great question, and my suspicion is he's been coached really well to not show that he's having a problem.
And Jackson cannot get away, and he'll go down. Call it a loss of 4 there on the sack. And speaking of the number 4, it brings up 4th down now.
I think we've seen this before. If someone's down 3 scores, that situation there, It's just going to add to their growing frustrations, don't you think?
Yeah, a bad number 3 right now. 3-score game, third quarter, 3 and out, not what they wanted. And you can tell on the sideline, those faces are getting a little bit longer as this one goes.
A gain of 19 yards.
Now Jackson on first down. That's going deep for Bateman. And boy, another ill-advised throw there as that will wind up incomplete.
They geared up and took the deep shot downfield, but it turned out it wasn't one-on-one coverage. Extra defenders in the area, and that one winds up incomplete.
And oh my goodness, here's a 5th interception. Cook able to escape, and the return here will go to the 31-yard line. I think you and I were a little surprised back earlier in the game when he threw his 2nd interception. I mean, who would have thought a quarterback of his caliber picked now 5 times?
It's beyond stunning to me because we're used to that with maybe a quarterback with less experience or less talent. But a quarterback of his caliber, I can't believe what we've just seen.
Absolutely. If you would have told me this coming into the ball game, I would have said never, not in a million years. But here we go. A run by Pacheco on 2nd down. And he will lose yardage back to the 34-yard line. The chance of wasting this great starting field position, a real threat. This is 3rd and long. They go play fake. Mahomes. And that is incomplete.
They certainly had good starting field position on that drive, but couldn't do anything with it after 3 plays. Have to admit that that's a disappointing end to excellent field position. When that drive started, they had 6 points that they were thinking about.
All right, rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. Picked up by Jalen Armour-Davis. And they will finally stop him as he's down to the 40-yard line.
They'll take over 1st and 10 at the 40-yard line.
Wanna quit?
After the interception, here's Jackson. He'll dump this off complete to Dobbins. And he works it past the 30, almost to the 25. And now it looks like they're going to be in the hurry-up.
A gain of 12. First down, Ravens.
Throwing on first down, it's Jackson. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete. A misconnection there. He's hit on just 50% of his passes thus far. That's not where you want to be.
Now you see the evolution of the game. You go back to the quarterbacks of old, 50% would be terrific because they threw the ball downfield almost every time they threw it. Now with the short passing game, you should be above 60% just to be in the average range.
Now a 2nd down throw for the end zone, but it's incomplete. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. Escaping the pressure right. He'll find Dobbins out of the backfield. And he'll go out of bounds in the red zone just inside the 20. That'll give them 8 that time, and it'll be 4th down.
A short gain that doesn't get them the first down brings up a 4th down situation.
Really nice job defensively. They knew where the sticks were. They got the stop before it. Able to find the open man. That's complete. And he'll be taken down, but he does have first down yardage. And the drive stays in motion with a nice 8-yard pickup on 4th. 4th and 2. They got it. That was kind of that gray area. Is that a feel thing, whether you go run or pass there offensively?
I think it's a feel thing. It's a tendency thing about what you like.
And a big loss here as he's taken down. Well, this one from about 2 counties over after the sack. They come up on a 2nd and very long. And my goodness, another interception. Mike Edwards picks it off. And the Chiefs are going to take over at their own 11-yard line. Well, field goals probably aren't going to cut it at this point. This was touchdown or bust, and unfortunately for them, it turned out to be bust.
Yeah, they're feeling like they've got to force the issue here. Maybe take some chances they wouldn't have earlier in the game. But give credit to this defense. They've really stood tall throughout, and they come up with the interception in the end zone.
A very solid gain of 27. 1 quarter remains for the right to survive round 1 here in the AFC. I'll tell you, far from ideal conditions to play in, but neither offense has had much trouble. Plenty of points to go around. 1st and 10. Meanwhile, Mahomes' throw taken in by Valdez-Scantling. And a 6-yard gain gets him right around the 43. Line of scrimmage, the 43 on 2nd and 4. To throw, it's Mahomes. He's going to fire one deep left sideline. And that will be incomplete. Tried to dial up the long way out there, but it'll be 3rd down. In search of 4 yards here to pick up the 1st down. Play action. Now it's Mahomes. This ball deep for Tony. He's got it at the 15. And all the way in for a Kansas City touchdown. Kadarius Toney with his 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. And the Chiefs add 6 to their lead. Extra point by Butker is on target, and that will bump the lead up to 26. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And he's going to be out of bounds. Here's the run back. We'll leave him shy of the 20-yard line.
First and 10 at their own 19-yard line.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. They are most likely staring at a cold end to their season here in this wild card round. Nothing. And now here is another interception. And he is going to get this one back to the 20-yard line.
Let's get it. Let's go.
Mahomes now on 1st down. He'll drop this off to Pacheco. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on 2nd down. And quickly, they get to the line. Mahomes to throw on 2nd down. And that's caught. It's Kelce. Touchdown, Kansas City. Travis Kelce saving his best for the playoffs with his 3rd touchdown of the game. And the Chiefs have sewn this one up as they add to their lead here in the 4th. Extra point by Butker is on target. And this one was over a while ago as they just add on to that big lead. Here's the Chiefs kickoff unit now as they'll send this one away. And he's going to get this across the 20 as he's out of bounds at the 23.
First and 10 at their own 23-yard line.
The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going. Well, this game, it has had no shortage of offense. They've been able to put up a decent amount of points on this side, Charles. They just have not been able to keep pace with the other offense they're going against here.
Yeah, it's a good way of pointing things out because now it's not a total loss because, as you said, they've scored some points, so there's some plays they can build on, moments where the game plan actually worked. But overall, though, they were just out-personnel. They were going up against a team that's playing at an elite level.
And now a throw on 1st down there, but it's incomplete.
This has obviously been a bad loss, but one of the few things they can still do is try and throw the ball all the way to the end zone and get some points on the board so they're not shut out over the final 2 quarters of this game.
Jackson from the shotgun. Throw caught by Flowers. And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 40. That one a gain of 20 and a 1st down.
It's a gain of 20. 1st down, Ravens.
Jackson will throw again. And my goodness, another interception. And he'll get this one out to the 50 to the midfield stripe. Good starting field position for them as they come up 1st and 10 right at the 50-yard line. They go play action. Now Mahomes. And now this is intercepted. My goodness. Picked up by Rocky Sin.
Well, their defense got them the football with an interception. They trot out there, Charles, in the very first play. They give the football right back.
Brandon, I almost expect you to come in like an auctioneer. We've got two. Do I hear three? Remember, it was 2 in a row. Would we hit 3 in a row? Because these offenses, they got to be a little bit more careful as they go forward. These defenders, they're locked in and really focused.
Throwing on 1st down, but this one winds up to be incomplete.
That incompletion brings us one snap closer to the end of this one. Maybe mercifully, partner. And let's face it, though, no surprise, they're still flinging it around. They have pride, too.
Here's Jackson. That's into the hands of Flowers over the middle. And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25. So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this second half. Here's 1st and 10. And now here is another interception. Picked up by Justin Reed.
And the Chiefs force the turnover, and they'll take over at the 10.
KC offense out of the huddle, ready for their next drive. And after the interception, they are sitting in an even better spot with the ball and a comfortable 4th quarter lead. And he coughed it up.
Oh, and one of the linemen on the other side has got it.
So they've got the football, and they'll start right on the edge of the red zone at the 20-yard line.
I don't care what the scoreboard says, partner. You know who's winning this game right now?
Mother Nature?
Yes, indeed. Precipitation's winning in a big way. Sloppy. All these turnovers right now.
Yeah, well, this was the forecast. We got what was forecasted, and we've gotten a lot of turnovers.
That incompletion is not a surprise with the way that this one has gone, and the frustration, the body language is evident everywhere. This team, they've really been put through the ringer in this one.
Going for Bateman. He's got him on the out route. And the Ravens are going to have a 1st and goal as he's taken down at about the 8-yard line.
At the 8-yard line.
Jackson. Got a man. It's caught for a Ravens touchdown. Isaiah Likely from 8 yards out. And the Ravens get a small measure of revenge as they cut into this 4th quarter deficit. Tucker able to connect on the extra point, and that trims the lead a bit, but still standing at 26 points.
Justin Tucker to kick off for Baltimore.
Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. And some good special teams coverage as they bring him down just outside of the 15. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive.
Well, we've reached the stage where it's a mere formality at this point. They've got the comfortable lead. We know what the outcome is going to be. I guess the only question.
And Mahomes misfires again, and it's intercepted.
Now he's free to midfield.
And he'll take this across midfield and inside the 45.
They'll take over 1st and 10 at the 44-yard line.
After the fumble recovery, it's Jackson. And my goodness, another interception. Picked up by Justin Reed. Past the 20. And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown. Butker now to add the extra point. And he pushed it right. It's no good. So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. And he brings us out past the 20 to the 24.
The Ravens take over 1st and 10 at their own 24-yard line.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive.
And you can sort of sense their dejection. That last pick six Put the icing on the cake, so to speak, in what has been a rough go for them.
One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10. Now Jackson. Oh, he dropped it. And that's pretty indicative of the way this one's gone. At this point, down big, you'd have to imagine this defense, they're just going to sit back, blanket the field as best they can.
Yeah, this is actually the easy part of the game for them because, just as you noted, they can sit back, keep everything in front of them. But they've blanketed the field the entire game using a variety of coverages.
From the gun, Jackson. His throw incomplete.
I'm not even sure I know who this guy is out there playing right now. This is very unlike him, one of the most accurate guys in the league. Totally off his game right now.
I don't know. I was going to ask you what you pin it on, but defensively, they've been pretty solid.
Well, sometimes, you know, those defenders, they get into the receivers pretty well, and if they chip away at their timing, it's going to affect what you're doing throwing the ball as well.
Well, how about the coverage we just saw break out on 3rd down? Dime defense, blanketed the field with extra defensive backs and speed, unable to find an open hole to complete that pass.
Pass taken in by his big tight end. And he is going to have a Ravens 1st down as they wind up getting 13 there on 4th down.
Jackson on 1st down. And we are inside of 2 minutes left in this lopsided affair. So it's Raven football here as we welcome you back. They're looking at 2nd down now as they search for a consolation score.
Now a 2nd and 10.
Now it's Jackson.
That is caught, Rashad Bateman.
And he'll be brought down with a 1st down as the tackle's made at the Chiefs' 20-yard line. Throwing is Jackson. Got his tight end. That's complete. That's Andrews.
And the Ravens are going to have a 1st and goal as the tackle is made at about the 5.
Here's Jackson to throw. Forced out to his left. To the end zone, but it's incomplete.
And he is such a tough quarterback to defend because you got to remember, arguably, he's more dangerous outside the pocket than he is in it. But how about the job they did defensively to stay with the receiver and knock the ball away? I think they had a...
And that is caught. Well, they're going to see this one to the end. They get a score, but pretty much an exercise in futility right now. Still down big.
Jackson and the Ravens still on the field. They'll go for 2.
They'll look to throw. And this one incomplete. So they went for the 2. They don't get it. So unable to throw it in for 2 from the 2. Let me ask you, as a former DB, what changes there around the goal line on a 2-point conversion as far as how you're defending it?
You just make sure you never back up and you never retreat. You establish yourself really on the line of scrimmage, put your heels on the goal line at worst. And if they're going to throw the ball, make them throw it over your head because they're going to run out of space because of the back of the end zone. Never let a guy catch one in front of you.
Mahomes going to throw it here. And he goes down. The Ravens able to get to him. And the offense moving quickly to the line.
A loss of 11. It's 2nd and 21.
On play action, it's Mahomes.
This ball deep for Tony.
And at the 7-yard line, the catch is made. And they are going to score again. Yet another touchdown as they just add to their totals. Butker on for the PAT. Oh, and now they're going to fake it. And he's not able to get away. Gabbert sacked.
I know they're not asking me, but I'll give you my opinion anyway. I think it's time to erase that play from the call sheet. I guess they figure with the big lead they can experiment a little bit. But all in all, just go ahead and put that play on ice.
Here's the Chiefs kickoff unit now as they'll send this one away.
And up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25.
At their own 26-yard line.
The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going.
And at this point, maybe you say, you know, it was a good effort really just to make the playoffs. They couldn't win their division but did earn a wild card berth. It does appear, however, that their season is just a few minutes away from ending in one-and-done fashion.
The Ravens going to use the second of their timeouts as they stop it with 14 seconds to go in the game.
Now Jackson.
He completes it to Beckham. And he'll be out just a yard or two shy of the 30.
Another first down, this time on a gain of 19. And with this game well in hand, perhaps we are seeing the coverage lighten up a little bit as they got burned there a bit for a first down.
But we certainly know the coach isn't happy along the sideline because he certainly wants them to finish this one out the way they started it.
And this is caught. Well, they get one back, picking up the late touchdown here, but still down big.
Well, look, this is a team, Charles. They faced adversity all year long. They had to fight and claw to win that division, but they're putting it all together here in the wild card game.
Feels like a statement, doesn't it? An absolute statement game, a message to the top seeds. Overlook us at your own peril. We're pretty darn good.
Tucker with the extra point, and that will cut this lead down to 25.
Ravens 43.
So despite the huge deficit, they're going to keep fighting. Here comes the onside kick. And the Chiefs are going to make the recovery. Well, fourth quarter, they felt like they needed the football back. Unfortunately, they couldn't get it.
And I know we brought analytics into the game, and someone has said here that the data says that when a team's expecting an onside kick, 80% of the time, the team expecting it, they do actually recover the ball, which is what we saw here. I just wonder if that number is much more of a anecdote.
And his pass is intercepted for the fourth time today. Picked off by Rock Ya-Sin. And the Ravens come up with a late